Alright, so the date is November 29th, 2021, 6:24 p.m. A customer complaining about work that has been done. She also claims that she has been robbed by the workers. Let me see. Let's see what's going on here, alright? Well, I'm recording this with my watch, and I just want to see her side of the story. Put on my mask. 6:04. Oh, 6. Oh. Okay, I'm coming upstairs. Alright. Well, I'm not responsible, you know. All I did was give him the address. She set it up with him. You know, it's ceramic guy, some guy who do ceramics. We don't do ceramics, we do wood floors.
Deuxième étage, second floor. Troisième étage, third floor. Quatrième étage, fourth floor.
Alright, I'm gonna take pictures of everything. Where she is, 406. Yeah, hello?
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
is this for the
Come in.
the apartment or
Yeah,
what?
this is what apartment is.
Is this the right place?
I'm sorry?
Was this where the problem
Yes,
happened?
this is where the problem was.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm not too bad. What's going on? What
I guess-
happened? Tell
What
me, I don't
happened?
know.
What happened? The people you sent to work here,
Okay.
I met them. I mean,
Okay.
I came to check the work, and they did they did installation. Well, upstairs was a big problem.
Okay.
The wood they installed, most of the wood they installed they damaged because they were hammering it
Okay.
with the
Hello?
hammer, and every time they hammer it,
Okay.
it would break. It would break the joint on the wood.
Okay.
And then this floor here,
Okay.
there was almost all of this was installed, but the joints, the tiles were uneven. There was a lot of tiles that were cracked. Um, and then he was breaking many tiles. Many tiles as he
Okay.
was installing it,
Okay.
he had to remove them,
Okay.
and they were broken.
Okay.
So she has a. Maybe lower the volume here because it's over another bit. But
Okay. Who installed these tiles?
John,
So these are the same tiles John installed.
no. We removed the whole everything that he did.
Okay.
We took out all the tiles that they installed here,
Okay.
and then we redid the whole floor again.
Okay. And
We did-
who did you hire for that?
A gentleman from St. Leonard.
Okay.
An
Who
installer.
just did ceramics, right?
He
didn't-
does the ceramics. Yeah.
Matthew. The name
Nuncio.
Matthew.
Who's Matthew?
No, who we hired to do the floor? We hired Nuncio.
Yeah, for my, okay.
He's
Sorry.
asking who installed this floor.
Yes.
No,
Museum.
Nuncio.
So you
Yeah.
removed all the tiles?
Yeah, we had to.
But you didn't destroy the tiles. The tiles were, he didn't throw them away. The tiles were not just sent to the garbage. When you removed the tiles, they weren't, you didn't
The
just,
floor was dry. The tiles were dry.
so you didn't save the tiles, you just
How,
destroyed them?
how can we save a tile that is glued to the concrete? We cannot save it.
So you removed all the tiles?
Everything was
Okay,
taken out.
let's see the wood. I don't do ceramic. We don't do ceramic.
The wood. Okay.
Let's see the wood.
Right.
Oh, the right.
Okay, so you tell me you removed all the wood.
Well, yeah, we had to remove it.
Everything.
Yeah, we had to remove everything. Everything we had to remove. Even the guys that we hired still had some damage, but it wasn't as bad as the young guys.
But you don't destroy the floor. What did they do with the wood? They
no,
destroyed
no,
it.
no.
They totally demolished.
Some pieces were able to reuse.
Exactly.
Some pieces, but the other ones we were not able because as removing it with the nail, they
Right.
just break. Right?
Right.
Because to take out the nail that is
Right.
the double nail, it doesn't come out that easy.
Okay.
So, but there were many. This is new installed.
Okay.
But there was many pieces like this, like
Okay,
even
yeah, well.
here. You see that?
Yeah.
There was like even the guys we hired again still made mistakes, but the ones that John had, we had a lot of pieces that were completely open. You know, it's a lot of spaces and pieces.
And
that
how
were-
much? But okay. Now I want to get now the situation with John. What happened? Okay. John was doing the work. Police got involved. This is where the issue is. Like, okay, why were the police called in? What was the reason
Okay,
for the police
so-
being called in?
The police was called in because many reasons.
Okay.
Number, she found needles in the bathroom.
Needles.
Yeah, like needles, drug needles. You know,
Yeah.
the needles you put to. So this bathroom had a lot of storage stuff. It had clothes, bed stuff because everything was empty. So we put everything there.
Okay.
So she found it was smelling, like
Okay.
smells like marijuana, and
Okay.
then they were smoking marijuana in the balcony.
You don't have pictures of the needles.
Do you take pictures of the needles?
You didn't take pictures of the needles. You
The
should
police
have.
asked me to.
What?
I threw it right away.
You should. Of course, you take pictures of needles. It's a big thing.
She took it was needles in the bathroom. They were smoking marijuana in the balcony.
Okay.
And John was drinking a lot of alcohol.
On the job.
On the
In
job,
here.
yes.
In your house drinking
Wafa,
alcohol.
Yes.
Where do you see John drinking?
During the balcony.
What was he drinking?
Beer.
Were they smoking
And they
smoking
smoke-
cigarettes inside the house?
No.
Outside.
the balcony. And the neighbor, he gave me note, the administration, because he threw it every cigarette down the stairs.
Okay. Okay.
And
Now.
the marijuana.
Okay. So when did the police get involved? I want to know that.
The police-
Okay. So you see, things are confused here. Okay. So you see needles, you smell marijuana, and then you call the police. Is that the reason why?
Yes, I go and the police, I have a number.
Yep, you
Why? Because of the.
I have someone who tell me.
Okay, but did you call the police because of the theft?
Because the police, he coming down the stairs.
Okay, I don't see. I'm confused.
He's asking why did you call the police?
Why did you call the police? I know you.
Because they steal or because they were smoking?
No, because he لولو ليلهم عشان تقتلوا مع بعض عشان كانوا بياكلوا marijuana. لا عشان تقتلوا مع بعض.
Because they fought with each other.
You fought?
No,
They
no.
fought.
And
Who?
No, not me. Matthew was his girlfriend.
They were fighting.
Matthew and Jackie. They were
Jackie,
fighting.
Exactly, yes.
What were they fighting about?
Here. I
I
don't
know,
know.
I should-
And they threw it to him some bag. A lot of capital fees.
There's a lot of capsules in the bag.
Heroin, cocaine, I have no idea. And the bag coming down in the garden. His أمها قالت له روح بسرعة علمني.
Her mom told her, go run, pick it up.
And did you?
Me?
No, not
no.
her.
Nancy.
To Nancy, told Jackie to pick it up.
And
She go right away.
She went right away.
okay, go on. And why is the police called? When?
When I طردت من يوم
When
الثلاثاء.
she kicked him out.
Why? So you said get out of here because
Because a lot of damage, a lot of the what كمان دمج في البيت كتير، خسرت كل شيء، ما في شيء، قلت لهم وقفوا الشغل
طيب
هذا
بصي
شغل
لو
مهندس.
أوكي. حكيتي عشان أول إشي
عشان
damage.
شغلهم منه منيح.
Okay. She called because their work wasn't very good.
تعرفوا راحوا.
Yeah. They just left. They got up and
okay.
left.
Now the police came.
Yeah, downstairs.
Okay, the police came and you were and the police told said
Ask me about the contract. I tell him I don't have a contract.
exactly because John again doing work without me knowing because we don't do ceramic. Okay, he did behind our back doing ceramic. Never should have touched ceramic, and that's the problem. He hired Matthew,
Yeah, and not these two guys.
who was doing the ceramic, right?
Yes.
And he's not even.
And two guys, black guy. He do it the hard one. And make
See, that's the problem. Okay, now when the police came, the police said to you, basically, this is what I'm hearing. The police said they offered to continue the work. They said, you said, give me my $4,000 back.
Yes.
And the police were there when you said no.
We didn't have a contract.
They said, but then John offered to continue. He said, look, I'm going to come, I'm going to fix all the work, I'm going to fix the repair, I'm going to fix the wood.
No.
You said no.
No, he doesn't say for me like this.
What do you say? What do you say?
No, nothing. He left. First one he left.
He didn't offer to repair anything.
No, I told him a lot of damage upstairs and here.
And he
what
said-
I do for the ceramic, I lose all the ceramic. We didn't have only two bags. For
Boxes.
boxes ceramic.
Okay.
I buy a new one.
Okay, so the police came, what, basically, you asked, give me my 4,000, they said no contract, say,
Exactly.
and what did the police say? Get out of here to John? What did they tell them?
No. He doesn't call, downstairs the police doesn't call. Next day, when I don't find it, my ring, my computer, right away I called the police.
Okay, so you went to police station.
Yes.
You went, you made a report,
For him.
a report.
And they
Again,
took the picture.
unfortunately, if you don't have cameras in your house or no proof,
Yeah, of course.
police are not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
There's
no,
nothing can be
yeah.
done.
But I am sure
I'm-
Matthew
I believe you.
or his daughter.
What?
Jackie?
Yeah.
Jackie.
Daughter or girlfriend?
Or
Their
both.
friend, the same.
No, daughter is not the same as girlfriend.
No, the daughter of Nancy.
Daughter of Nancy, girlfriend for Matthew.
Mhm.
Okay, so you went to the police, you filed a police report.
Yes.
Okay. Then, of course, that comes to nothing because they just do that, right? And
But you know what the funny thing is? Was it Jackie? Wait a second.
yeah, I know, there's more.
Who,
They
was-
came back.
Was it Jackie who came to bring you the computer? Who came
Yes.
to give you the computer?
Yes.
Who,
Jackie,
who,
he gave
who
me the
came?
computer. Jackie.
Okay, so
With his
Jackie
mom.
came one day with the
Mhm.
mom,
Okay.
to bring back computer back to Wafa.
Right, because I'll tell you, I heard from somebody this happened. I heard from a colleague of mine because you were calling around.
Lulu,
And I,
call the baby.
Me?
anyway, I heard from a colleague that something happened and I thought, could it be? Because I didn't know about this was like complete secret. And someone told me that someone got their laptop stolen by floor sander, and I'm like,
Yeah, but
what's
then-
going on? And then I checked, and he told me, and I checked then I called John, and then he mentioned that there was a laptop, and then all of a sudden, they said that they went to go try to find your laptop. They went looking. I don't know. They went looking to go find your laptop. They came, brought you a laptop. But it wasn't your laptop.
And they are asking her,
Yes,
they keep
not
on
my
asking
laptop.
her to put the password in the laptop.
But it was a MacBook.
Yeah, but it wasn't hers because hers was bigger and newer. It was brand new.
Number two.
And they were asking her
Okay.
to put the password in the
And
computer they brought.
did you put the
No.
password? No.
No, this is not
It
my
was you
computer.
knew.
I said, this is not my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, but they were insisting her to put the password in the computer. After she's telling them that it's not a computer, they wanted to know the password to put it in the computer.
And then you called the police again.
Yes. I
And-
go right away in the police.
Another time you called the
Yes.
police. And what did the
And
police?
Nancy-
Right away called Nancy.
She didn't call the police, she went to the police station again.
And what did they do?
speak with Nancy.
And what did
I
Nancy?
don't know what the police told with Nancy.
And what do you now? Okay, now what do you expect?
Nancy, she told, she had something in my house, some stuff. I didn't have nothing.
Listen, I told her already, the police is not gonna do anything to bring back her diamond and her computer and all this. Everything is gone, okay? But there is a big thing that John and the people did, and I was here when they were working. Uh, They're definitely not professional at all. Definitely not professional.
don't
They,
just- they
they
have to
don't they
stick
don't
to
even
it.
dress properly. They don't smell good. They it's just completely like they just look like bums come out of the street and they were working here. I don't even know how she was uh, willing to hire anyone like this.
Okay.
Now, that aside, she paid $4,000 for a job that was definitely not well done.
Okay.
And besides that, she lost a lot of money on the material because the floor, you should have seen the floor that was installed. It was
I have a picture.
it was horrible.
So you destroyed all the? No, you saved some of the wood here.
Saved some, but all of the material downstairs went to
Mhm.
the garbage. Because once the glue dries, the cement
Right.
dries.
I don't know. We don't do ceramics, so
Okay,
that's you see.
no, but you know cement.
Right.
Right? After it dries, you cannot just take out the tile, it's dry.
Right.
And this is a concrete base there. So everything has to take out, and not only out, we have to pay $1,000 for the people to go and do the demolition. And you pay how much? $500?
2,500.
Say what?
To remove it?
Yes.
Yeah, 2,500.
Okay, 2,500 because they had to not just remove the tiles, but they had to remove the glue. Because otherwise we cannot put tiles on top of the old glue.
I hear you.
So it was a lot of materials, lost the money that we pay these people,
Hardwood.
and on top of that we had to pay extra to get rid of all the shit that, throw out the wood that was damaged, buy new wood again, and buy all the tiles all over.
I don't know what to say, man. John can maybe repay you something, but he's not going to repay you for everything. You know, there's no way he's going to do that. But John certainly was open to certain ideas of payment back. It's going to be slow and long, but it's something. It's better than nothing, though.
And what is it now?
Well, I'm going to discuss. Now we know the details. I have everything. I want to take some pictures, though, as proof that of what you're saying is true, because I'm going to discuss with him, because he's saying that you didn't rip up the whole floor.
Oh.
He's saying you did not change. You did not do change the whole floor here. But from what I see, it does look you changed the ceramic.
Yeah.
But it looks nice.
Yes.
You have a nice place now.
Yeah. After we spent way more than was supposed to spend, and redo the whole job, yes. I don't know.
Arabic?
Mm.
Answer. This is the guy for the...
No, thank you.
Here, can you open the bedroom, please? Just I want
Sure.
to take some pictures,
Yeah.
and I don't want to. I don't even.
Maybe
wanna-
what you want to see.
You accuse me now of the.
It's okay. What you need to see is the videos she has, because she has the videos of all the material that was taken to the garbage.
Did she send me those?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so John didn't do this room, or he did this room.
He did all of this. Only this section here. Downstairs he didn't do. He was supposed to do downstairs too.
The wood?
Yeah.
There's wood downstairs?
Yes.
And he didn't do any
No.
wood, so they didn't touch that.
They didn't
So
touch
she
that because they
kicked him
got
out.
kicked out before.
Okay.
Go see lady.
بكرة الصبح.
But they did downstairs this floor.
يمكن.
And this was-
يمكن أجي.
It was a hell because we had to
I know.
pay for the shipment to bring it, and also we had to pay for get rid of it and throw it in the garbage.
لأنه عندي ناس كتير البيت.
And you can see this floor is super well done now.
It is nice.
بدك تيجي معي. كتير صعبة.
Yeah, I remember there was gaps between. He was going
Very
through
lot of
garage.
gaps and what else?
اوكي اوكي برجع بحكيك.
Okay, what bedrooms were done?
He's gonna want to take the picture, the videos, the videos you have here. This is done after, but he didn't do this.
This room was not touched by you.
No, he didn't do it.
Okay.
This one and the other room.
Which guy for wood did you hire?
What was the name of what was the name of the company you hired for the floor? I
I
forgot.
don't know, sushi?
Some other installer, I don't remember
You
the
don't
name.
have the-
She's the one who hired.
I'm sorry. Again, I have brought John to do what
Lulu?
Oh, sorry.
Someone
He put a lot? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what you expect from them. What do you want from them? You know, you see, you think they have the money to pay for stuff like this? What do you want? What do you want? Expect from them?
I
They
need
took
my
four.
money.
I know.
I need my,
They took
my
They
permit.
took $4,000 from me. That we know, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
4,000. That's the certain number, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you
When I
saying
give
that.
him one shot, he give me one shot. I don't give him $1, $2, $5.
So how much he offered you? He offered you 8,000, I guess. You gave him half the
Yes,
amount.
exactly.
Okay. And what else? Now the materials.
Because some guy come in, I remember something. When John work was here, some man come in here, take 1,000 from John.
Okay. Okay.
I
And?
don't know who.
Okay, but this doesn't change anything. You paid him 4,000. That doesn't change
Yeah,
anything.
okay.
You gave him $4,000 cash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Total amount of money. And the job he charged you was 8,000. So you gave him half the amount.
Mhm.
Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So then you called the police because the work was no good. The arguments because of you smelled drugs, needles. Should have taken
Yes.
pictures of that. But okay, and they left. At that point, there was no efforts for them to try to say that we're going to come back. Let us. Did they try to make offer to come back and do the work?
Okay, so if you think of how she just mentioned everything,
Right.
the day that they had a fight,
Right, because the police told you there's nothing we can do. I would
Correct.
think she'll be like, well, if there's nothing I can do, maybe it's better I get them back.
now when they had the fight
Right.
on the balcony and they threw this bag downstairs with all these pills, whatever, and the police came and then they leave.
Right.
Right. The next day is when she finds that her stuff is missing.
The next day you find. So
Yeah.
see, that's
Yes.
what I thought you called the police only because your stuff was stolen.
No.
I didn't know you called the police because the work was no good because of the
Yes,
drug
yes,
and
yes.
stuff like that.
No,
That I
Here's
didn't
the
know.
police, the picture
Yeah.
and the video
The picture of what?
of my house.
And you showed the police, yeah.
Yes.
They don't. They
But
don't.
you call the police. You see, you have to understand something. Say the story the way it was. So think, okay? You call the police the first time because there was a fight.
Fight, first time downstairs. Okay, when they left and I called the police downstairs, he come in and told me I can't. You have a contract, I give him.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the
Second
day
time-
after you found that things were missing,
Yes.
stolen.
Yes.
Okay.
When
So at that
And
point,
okay.
so
At that point,
would you really want to have these people back in your house
Obviously
to finish
not.
the job? Okay.
I understand that. Okay, so but did you? Okay, she went to make the police report,
Mhm.
and then how long after did they come and bring you a laptop?
How many days after?
Like how many days after it was stolen did they come? Like
How many
next
days?
day when
How
your
many
laptop
days?
was.
Next day.
No. How many days later? It was days later when Jackie came with the computer. How many days later?
2 weeks.
2 weeks later.
Yes.
It was a long time. I remember it was a
What
When you
about-
are talk to me after 2 weeks, okay, why you John doesn't finish your work? I told him what, tak. You remember?
I remember
But
calling you because somebody called me and told me there was a problem happened with a client losing laptop. And there was a problem and they mentioned around this area and I
Who?
thought
Who?
a friend of mine who works
Okay.
in floor sanding. He called me, told me there's a problem. You were calling different floor sanders.
Exactly. Yes.
You were saying this, you were telling them stories,
Yes.
right? So one of those floor sanders, we know each other. He told my friend what happened, and that friend called me and said,
Exactly.
"Are you
Okay.
okay?" I found out I didn't find out from you. I found out from somebody else.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how I got this information. Okay, so now it's a bit more clearer what's going on. Yeah, unfortunately, John did side job. The ceramics, we're not even a ceramic company, you know. I mean, he hired his own friend or whatever to. This is the big loss with the ceramics. Because the wood floor, as you said, you break some, but you can save a lot of them, right?
Mhm.
But with the ceramics, it's a loss because it turns to cement. The guy was not good enough to do the proper ceramic job.
And it's a great loss, not just the material, because we have to pay for the demolition again, right? And to throw it out. So
And
it's a
the
waste of
laptops
time.
and rings, what can you do? Right? There's nothing, no proof.
Yeah.
I think it's Matthew. What can you do though? What can I do? Huh? What do you want me to do? You want me to go beat him up?
But last time you told me Nancy,
No, Nancy and John didn't do it. Nancy and John are not involved in the theft. If anyone did the theft, it's going to be Matthew and Jackie. That's what I think. If they're doing drugs in your bathroom, if you're telling me you're seeing
But
needles,
upstairs only Jackie with the black guy. Downstairs Matthew. He do with ceramic.
how many needles you find?
Only one.
Wow. What do you want from them? I know you've got to be realistic, because if you put the number too high, you're not going to get nothing.
What do you expect to get back?
What do you expect? If you get your labor back, it'll be good. And it's going to take time. They can't pay you at once. Believe me, they don't have the money right now. It's going to take time for
He
them
had
to
a
pay you
money for
back.
the drug?
No, John doesn't do drugs.
No. John always he drink alcohol.
On the
Johnny,
job.
Johnny, yes.
On the job while he's
No,
working.
only beer. But in here.
On the balcony.
All,
Or in the house.
No, in the balcony.
And smoke on the balcony.
Yes.
Nothing in the house.
And he do it many damage.
Sorry, damage?
Damage in the emergency stair, outside the corridor, cement everywhere. You remember?
I remember.
Cement everywhere. Still, we have it downstairs in the emergency cement.
This is bad luck. Because once the ceramic should not have been involved, unfortunately. If it would have been wood, John would have been able to handle it. He's been doing wood for his entire life. Wood he could handle. But once you introduce ceramic, he's bringing his own friend, going behind my back. Not telling me ceramic. We do not ceramic. We do floors. We do wood floors. Once he started getting his friend involved, want to give work to his daughter, he wants to help them
So
out.
if you say that they will get back the money for the labor.
Wait, let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is the absolute maximum that you're going to be able to, and it's going to take like a year to get it. You're going to be paying. They're going to pay because they need work. He needs work, John, to work. He needs, and I can provide him with work, but with wood floors, and he's going to have to pay percentage-wise to go towards at least the labor that was lost here. That's the maximum I think you can get. And that's going to take time. Don't think it's going to be like this. They don't have $4,000. They don't even have a home right now. You said homeless. They are homeless. Right now they're homeless. So their situation is grave. There is serious things going on. But he's a good worker, John, when he's in his right state of mind and he does what he does. But because of these other factors, bringing the drugs, bringing alcohol, this is going to screw up everything. So that's all I think that we can work for, right? Is that $4,000. To go any more beyond that, to ask for the material costs, you're asking these guys to pay more than they will ever be able to pay, and then they'll say no. You have to put a number that's
Okay. So
reasonable.
we put the $4,000.
Well, look, again, I can't promise you that.
Okay.
I'm gonna apply pressure to them, and I'm gonna, but things are nice now, but definitely, I believe that some sort of reparation, especially for the fact that the whole ceramics had to be removed. That was a complete loss.
Mm-hmm.
The labor had to be redone. The floors had to be redone. So that whole $4,000 was basically thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
That I can see what they owe you. As for the other things, the ceramics,
All right, I understand. So if we cannot go for the materials, for the ceramic, for all the demolition that we had to do and all the mess that we went through, and on
I'm
top
gonna
of
try.
that, and on top of that, the things that were lost and stolen, that
I
might-
just think 4,000 is a reasonable number
Okay.
to finalize it, and it will take about a year for them to
Okay,
pay.
so if we say the 4,000.
That's what I'm going to propose.
Okay, then you're going to propose to them what sort of payment plan?
Even if it's 300-400 a month, even that would